Hi, this is Sanjay Patak. In this video, we are going to see how to create a document processing custom model in AI Builder inside Power Platform. So, if you sign into your AI Builder from Power Apps or Power Automate, you will see in the left side Power Builder. And when you click on the Explore, inside that you can see one of the models which is named as Extract Custom Information from Documents. There are others like Invoice, etc. You don't have to select that. You have to select Extract Custom Information from Documents. Then you have to select the type of the document. So on the choose document type step, you will see two options. So this is the page where you will see two options. One is structured and semi-structured documents. Structured and semi-structured documents are those where for a given layout the fields, tables, checkboxes, and other items can be found in similar places. For example, like invoices, purchase orders, delivery orders, tax documents, and more. Unstructured and free documents. Unstructured documents are those where there's no set structure, usually free documents with a varying number of paragraphs. Examples of unstructured documents are contracts, statement of work, letters, and more. This document type is currently in preview. So on the first page, you will see select the type of documents your model will process. So normally in our case, we will see select structured and semi-structured documents. Define information to extract. On the choose information to extract screen, define the fields, tables, and checkboxes. So these three types are available to define fields, tables, and checkboxes you want to teach your model to extract. You will teach your model to extract these three types of fields. Select on Add button to start defining these models. For each field, provide name you would like field to have. Like you can see, like here we have due date, total amount, and customer ID. All these are fields, invoice type, due date. So when you click on Add, you will see the option where you have option to select field. So in the field, you can give the name like invoice number. Then again, you can select the field. So by this, we have defined all the fields which we need. For each table, provide the name you would like the table to have. Also define the different columns that the model should extract. So like here, you will define a table, let's say items, and then in the column name, you will give the description as the column name, and then again add one more column, item total. And once you are done, click on the terms, and you can define a table. It's a single page table. You can see you have to select from the field, and you have to give the table name and the column names. Table extraction isn't currently available when choosing unstructured and free form documents. It is only available for structured documents. For each checkbox, provide a name you would like the checkbox to have in the model. Okay, so here like you can click on add, then select checkbox, and then give the name of the checkbox like goods received, and click on done, and then you are done. Similarly, you can click on add, click on checkbox, and give the name like uh, uh, priority shipping, and your checkbox is created. So here we have created two checkboxes. Group documents by collections. A collection is a group of documents that share the same layout. So you have, let's say, one invoice of same template. So you can create a collection for that. Create as many collection as document layouts that you want your model to process. So let's say you have three different type of layouts. You can have three collections. For example, if you are building an AI model to process invoices from two different vendors, each having their own invoice template, create two collections. So two different vendors may have two different invoices templates. So you can create two collections for those two templates. So here on the collection, add collection, click on new collection, then you can give the name of the collection, then collect new collection, then give name of the second collection. So in this example, we have created two collections for two different layouts. So once you have created the collection, for each collection that you need to upload that at least five sample documents per collection. File could be JPG, PNG, or PDF. Okay, so you click on the plus button and then you can choose the documents from your local machine and click open. So at least 5 documents you need to upload inside the collection. Uh, you can create up to 200 collections per model. So in this model, like we have created 2 collections, you can create maximum of 200 collections. Tag documents. Now this is the important thing. Once you have created the collection, added the documents, now you have to tag. By tagging the documents you have uploaded, you are teaching your AI builder model to extract the fields and tables you have specified. So by tagging, you will specify what fields belong to which content of the document. To start tagging, select one of the collections from the right pane. Okay, so you have selected a collection. Then inside the collection, you can select the document. Let's say you selected the first document, and then you start tagging. To tag a field, draw a rectangle around the field you are interested in, and select the field name that it corresponds to. Like here, you can see here it's selected total amount, this amount field, and tagged with the total amount. So here, selected the first one and tagged it with the invoice number, then tag due date, then tag the total. So you have to draw a rectangle and tag with the fields which you have defined in your model. At any time, you can resize to adjust your selection. You can resize this rectangle. If a field ends on one line and begins to another line, you can tag it using continue tagging options. So like this, like Andre Lawson, its name, it's landlord field. So first you can select Andre and then you can Lawson and then go to continue tagging and select landlord again. So by this, like if it is like in the second line, you can tag it. You can also use Control key in Windows or Command in Mac OS to tag multiple words at once. So if you want to tag multiple words to one field, you can use Control key. You can also use Shift key to select the first and last word to tag all words between the two. So, like select the first word, then press Shift key and select the last word, and all the words between that will be selected. When you hover over words in your document, light blue boxes may appear, like this kind of boxes. These indicate that you can draw a rectangle around those words to select a field. Okay, so this means you can click and draw a rectangle around it. Now tagging tables. Tagging tables is a bit different. So draw a rectangle around the table in the document you are interested in and then select the table name that it corresponds to the content of the panel. Then draw the rows by left clicking between row separators. Draw a column by pressing Ctrl plus left click. Once the row and columns have been set, assign the headers to extract by selecting the header column and mapping it to the desired one. So here you can see in this one, it is like illustrating the whole process. So I'll show you how it has been done. So first, select the whole table and tag it with the table items, and then select all the row separators. Then Control plus mouse click, and then it will create columns. Now click on the A and tag it with the description, and last one tag it with the total, and ignore first row. Click on, so that first row you can ignore it, and once you are done, now your table is tagged. So it's easy. Like you have to select it and tag with the table. For rows, you have to click mouse button, left mouse button, then Control plus left mouse button for columns. Then click on the headers and add with the fields, whatever fields you want to add. Like this is the description, this is the item title, and the right corner you can see the preview. And once you ignore the header, it will understand like this is the header one. An alternative way to define the rows and columns for a table is by selecting delimit rows and columns at the top of the screen. So once you selected a table, you can use delimit rows and column, and by that you can define rows and columns. Use the advanced tagging mode. Advanced tagging mode allows you to tag tables at cell level. Use this mode for complex tables, like tables that are skewed where tagging with a grid isn't possible. So let's say you have two fields in the same place when you need to extract nested items like an item within a cell. So within cell you can have another item. Given the table from following example, So let's say here we want to extract unit price. So first select this thing, then you can uh, define. So first of all, select this whole table and then tag it with the items table. And then on the right side, advanced tagging mode on, select description, then select this thing. Then you will keep on selecting, and everything will be selected. Like when you select amount will go here in the right side. And then for the next row also, you have to select the like description, unit price, quantity, and amount, and that all will be filled in the right side. And once done, you can click on the done. So you click on the preview table, you will see the preview of the table. So it is defined. So in the advanced mode, you can do it like this. So let's say it has 3 to 4 columns. You have to tag all those. Sorry, 3 to 4 rows. You have to tag all those 3 4 rows by first in the first place. You have to put your cursor on the description and then start tagging. You can start tagging in the default mode to quickly capture all rows and columns, then switch to advanced mode to adjust each cell and tag nested item. Yeah, so you can nested items in table. You can tag items that are nested within a row by defining these as columns. Given the table from the example below, extract the unit price, define it as a separate column on the choose information field. Define description, unit price, quantity, amount as each as column of the table, and then tag them accordingly. So here you can see in this one, unit price is defined as a separate column. Multi-page table. AI will support extracting tables that span across multiple pages as a single table with an experimental feature. If you don't want to try experimental feature, you can extract tables from different pages by defining each page as a separate table in the choose information to extract express. For example, if you have a document with a table that spans over 2 pages, you will need to define them as two separate tables. Now tagging checkboxes. To tag a checkbox, draw a rectangle around the checkbox you are interested in extracting and select the checkbox name that it corresponds to. Like here, you have two checkboxes. Select this one, then select one checkbox from the drop down, and then select the other checkbox and tag it with the other one. So both these are like priority shipping and good receipt. Both these checkboxes are tagged with the checkboxes which we have defined in the model. If the quantity of the document is low, AI Builder might not be able to detect the checkbox. If you are unable to tag a checkbox, do the following. On the panel on the right, select the three dot next to the checkbox you want to extract. Select not available in documents. So like this, like when you click here, unavailable in the documents. So in this will be available. AI Builder supports detection extraction of selection marks such as checkboxes and radio buttons with different markers to indicate whether the selection is marked or not. Field checkbox or table not in document. If a field checkbox or table is not present in one of the documents you have uploaded for training, select not available in document on the panel to the right next to a field checkbox or table. So here you can see if customer ID is not unavailable in the document, and then you are done. Tag all documents across all collections. All the documents that you have uploaded are presented for you to tag. If you have created multiple collections, tag all documents across all the collections. So in the next video, we'll see how to train and publish your document processing model. So that's it for today. Thank you.